I think about my life and wonder what it means to be a real man. I live in a society that always seems to be on the brink of something. I work too hard, watch too much television, wing my way through fatherhood. Why? I was told my grandmother was a noble and tender spirit.
This is the BBC Home Service. In our exclusive news bulletin tonight, we'll be informing the British public that we are closing out transmitters across the British Isle. This is London's practice preparation for the possible war with Hitler. We will also be crossing live to Richard Dimbley, reporting on Chamberlain's return from the Munich talks. Other headlines: children from London may depart for unknown destinations in the countryside. His Royal Highness King George VI may visit the Women's Voluntary Services later this week. And now, for a little light relief, music from the BBC's orchestra.
Oh, Morris, it's beautiful.
I just wanted you to know how precious you are to me. How beautiful.
I love it. How can we afford it?
Nothing's too special for you. Things are on the up for us, Pearl. They really are. The audition went very well. They said I was one of the best they'd seen. By this time next month, we'll be living in France, living out our dreams.
Love it. I've got the perfect place for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
did you go for a run?
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Please don't overreact.
What?
James was playing in the lounge room.
Oh, damn it, James!
James, he's already asleep.
How could you let this happen, Janine?
I didn't let it happen. It was an accident. It's going to be easy to fix, so stop overreacting.
That boy needs to respect people's things.
That boy? He's your son, David, not some brat from across the street.
Fine. I don't care anymore.
Talk to me, Sam. Talk to me.
I don't really want to do this.
I don't really want to do this.
Saturday lunch, Dave. He's not asking you to take a fishing trip or B's power of attorney, for heaven's sake.
Well, lucky he's not, because as soon as he's on life support...
That's not funny.
Seriously, Janine, you didn't have to grow up with the guy. All the booze, pills, broken promises.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Now who's not being funny?
Look, I know he wasn't exactly Mr. Involved when you were a kid, but I've always found him really nice.
Probably the bourbon talking. I'm not kidding, Janine. I'm not spending more than an hour with this clown.
So my book comes out in June. I'm actually really excited about it. It's been a lot of hard work, let me assure you. Speaking of work, how are things going with you, Dave?
Yeah, same old, I guess. I draw buildings I never get to see and places I never get to go to.
I saw that gallery you worked on Smith Street. A very nice design, very open.
I didn't design it, Dad. I just drafted the plans.
So they're having a launch for your book?
Ah, that's what I was doing at the gallery. We were looking for locations.
Damn it, James! How many times have I told you to watch what you're doing? Janine, you're supposed to be watching him.
Come on, Joe, let's get you cleaned up.
Don't be too hard on him, Dave. Kids are like that. I remember when you were his age.
Don't, Dad. Just don't. Janine wants me to get along with you, and I'll say okay. At least we'll get her off my case for a few days. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend we're all happy families.
If I had my time again, I'd do things differently. Just don't want you making my mistakes.
I mean, can you believe him?
Pumpkin, is there anything I can do to convince you to jog around the block for 8 hours?
He's the last person that should be handing out family advice.
I don't know, sometimes the best advice comes from someone who's learnt from their mistakes.
That implies they've actually learned from their mistakes.
You guys are more alike than what you think.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that maybe you are making his mistakes. Sure, you haven't done the whole drugs and booze thing, and maybe you haven't left your family, but sometimes when I come home, Sometimes when I get home, I almost expect your stuff to be gone. You've been disengaged for so long now that sometimes I wonder why you... Anyway, I just don't believe you're as different as what you might like to think. I should get to sleep, it's late.
Sometimes my mother talked about this sweet man she used to know.
Wait up, Adriano.
Just leave me alone.
Where are you going? We're soulmates.
To me, the soul is a thing of beauty that moves freely and longs to be inspired. You're just a guy who moves awkwardly and longs to be strung out and felt up. It's okay. You want to join me?
No, I'm okay over here, thanks.
It's a lot of fun, you know. The water between your toes.
Sounds delightful.
Okay, that has to be the pommiest thing I've ever heard.
It was a bit British, wasn't it?
Doing anything this weekend?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
I'm going to this celebration. Would love if you could join me. See you there.
Oh, wait! I don't even know your name.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello, Christmas.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm Rachel.
I'm really beginning to wonder what I'm doing here.
Oh, a newbie. We love newbies.
Why's that?
Nose they look like a convert, man.
Convert to what?
The movement.
Movement? Like make love, not war, that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a fun idea.
Do you know this guy, April?
I do.
Is he a lover or an activist?
Time will tell.
Activist against what?
Are you for real?
Just joking.
That's just for the best.
Hey, girls!
Come and join the revolution.
Girl, you've got a very pretty face. Girl says to boy, won't you come into my space? And they disappear without a trace. This is the spirit of freedom. This is the spirit of love. This is the spirit of freedom. This is the spirit of love.
So how long have you been here?
Long time, about 15 years.
And you still manage to sound like a pom.
I just enjoy everybody hating me,
So it's a self-loathing thing.
pretty much.
So what about your parents? Are they still in England?
No, my mum lives up in Queensland. The warmth agrees with her.
So why are you down here?
Just had to get away. My mum, she misses my dad. I just didn't want to live in the past anymore. I just didn't want to hear his voice in my head. What about you? Are you a lover or an activist?
I like to think of myself as both.
Do you actually believe in Vietnam and all that sort?
It's ridiculous to think that our men have been drafted into a war with no purpose and no end in sight, all over some foolish political squabble.
What about the domino effect?
The domino effect is a joke. Do they honestly believe that all of this is... What?
And it's like that you're so passionate. With you, it's not catchphrases or empty rhetoric. You actually care.
Curtains closing on a night corridor dreams, sapphire reflections fading to grey, stealing more.
My grandfather did see Franz, but he left his precious love behind. My grandfather was away when the war hit home. Shrapnel ravaged my grandfather's house, and with it, their humbled treasures. My father was born while his father was at war, an impassioned product of a brief trip home. One of the last times my grandfather would feel passion again. The war, much like the one going on in my head, left him shattered and disappointed. Where is the peace?
Dad! 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 Look what I made! This one's a Spitfire, train tracks, elephant, car, cake, Dad.
He couldn't hear his beloved music anymore. All of his life was now at a distance, like his world was shrinking away. My father told me once of a man his father knew from the war. He tried to bring my grandfather back. My grandmother kept the pieces of her vase, but the wounds of war were just too deep.
We all get broken sometimes. But we must remember the worth your father gave us. It means more now.
I look at the culture I live in, East and West coming together, desperately trying to find who we are. I wish I knew what it means to be free. So many choices, so many voices.
Looking at something?
What? No. No.
Thought you might be eyeing the magnificent curves.
No, I don't have a place for it really.
Looks good in the garden.
Still, I was looking for something a little bit more, 60-ish.
You a closet hippie?
No, my mother, she was in the movement.
Oh. Is it a birthday or something?
No, she died about 10 years ago. Yeah, this kind of stuff reminds me of her.
Well... This sort of thing looks cool. Hanging from the rear vision mirror. I mean, you could think about her on the way to work.
Yeah, that'll be good. Does it have any eerie powers I should be aware of?
Only if you wear it naked.
I went out and got bananas today because our family really loves bananas. But they're not as yellow this year because the bananas this season have had a lack of rain.
I think the television is my best friend. Listening to people being paid to criticise. Maybe that's why I can be so negative. Making me believe in the fantasy.
We have first season cherries, lots of different fruit. We're going to be talking about Galatians.
David, that you?
Produces all kinds of fruit in our life.
Yeah.
I thought in order for us to get on the same page, we'd have a bit of a discussion at the moment about fruit. What do you know about fruit?
What took you so long? It's after 9.
I had some things to do.
What are your favourite fruit?
Well, a phone call would be nice.
Why don't you and your group look around and say, okay, what kind of fruit?
If you're hungry, there's some food on the thing.
James, what are you doing out of bed?
I'm a little prickly on the outside.
Daddy to tuck me in.
On the inside. You might say, I'm just not going to do this Melinda thing again. Fair enough. Then just tell us your view on fruit. Why do you think fruit is an analogy that Paul used in talking to the church about how we can learn to become the people that God wants us to be?
This residential definitely got our approval for. We're very happy with that.
Good. Now I need to work on the Trebelli plans.
Thanks for opening for some reason. Okay, so ankle date.
David Lawrence Wright.
Hey, it's me.
Hey.
How's everything going?
Okay. James there?
It's only 2 o'clock, Dave. He's still at school.
Dave? I can't remember the last time you called me that.
I can't remember why I stopped.
Because it drives me insane.
Well, I miss it. I think it's cute.
This trip down memory lane is fun, Janine, but I've really got to get this finished by 5. So is there something you needed?
No, I just felt like saying hi.
Well, hi. But I've got to run.
Okay, I'll see you tonight.
Love you.
You too.
In pursuit of identity, peace and freedom, my father joined those revolutionaries. They had some great rallies and some not so great.
No more war! 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 Hell no, we won't go to the war and lose our souls. Oh, hell no, we won't go to the war and lose our souls. Hell no, we won't go to the war and lose our souls.
I think I'd propose this. We need to have a bit of a drink and a bit of a party or something, and maybe a smoke.
Guys, can you help clean up? There's a fair bit of mess around. There's a fair bit of mess around.
Feel free to help out, Linus. Feel free to help out yourselves.
Paper over there.
Okay.
Let the pigs clean it up.
I was watching you at the protest.
Look, ma'am.
I don't know how you people justify yourselves treating our soldiers with such disrespect.
Don't you want your son to be home?
Of course I do, but I have to believe this is for something.
It's not. Look, ma'am, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe in what's happening in this world. I believe in
You
love.
don't know
and
what
in...
love is. You think that sex and music and whatever else you do is love. Love is the embrace of family. It's nothing that you would understand.
This has gone too far. Vietnam is one thing, but moving into Cambodia is way, way over the line.
We have to start getting more active. I mean, sit-ins and protests aren't enough anymore. We need to let them know we're serious.
Well, with violence. That's not what we're about.
This isn't a time for doe-eyed idealism. We need to take action.
April, what do you think?
You know, you could have been more helpful today. With Tony and Michelle. You could have at least put in a suggestion or two, rather than playing Hugh Hefner with the Airhead twins.
You're jealous?
I'm not jealous. It's just this used to be about something. About ideals and revolution. Now it's just an excuse to get drunk and flirt.
You need an excuse to do that.
This isn't the time for jokes, Max. Just want to...
You rested enough? I want to go home and have a drink.
Yeah, okay.
Man, I really miss Max.
I remember my father at home most of the time. And the fighting.
You haven't ridden in months. All you do is crawl into the bottle every chance you get.
It's not like I wanted any of this. I didn't want a pointless job with a meaningless paper or a kid. What happened to the revolution?
For crying out loud, Max. The rest of us have grown up. The war's over.
Well, I just can't take this anymore. I want my son to be a better man than you'll ever be.
But I really do love you.
I know you do. It's just not enough anymore.
The chains of addiction are a sad reward for freedom.
So, why did you get married?
A question I ask myself almost every day.
I mean, your parents could never get their stuff together. I thought that would put anyone off to having to hold. What?
It's just funny. I've only known you a couple of months, but you seem to know me better than my wife does.
That's slightly disconcerting.
Why's that?
Well, I'm definitely not the marriage type. I mean, you may only be mildly screwed up, but me? I'm not so lucky.
You think I'm screwed up?
Yeah, but only just mildly.
Look, it's just that I find it easy to talk to you, to open up. I haven't been able to do that with Janine for a very long time. You know, when we first got together, it was it was deeper meaningfuls and stupid jokes. And now it's just yelling and mediocrity.
This is a very odd conversation, don't you think?
I'm sorry. You must think I'm some kind of freak.
Yeah, look, only just a little bit.
I better go now. Janine will be home soon.
Okay. Oh, I'll talk to you later? God, Ella, you're such a stupid woman.
Upon a time, love can be so cruel. Once upon a time, ain't that the way the story goes? Boy used to say love me, but he wronged me 'cause I know he was plenty for a fool and left my heart broken in two. Guess once upon a time just brought us to the ending soon. Once upon a time.
Hey, did I ever tell you that I read your father's book?
You did?
Yeah. No, it's actually really good. He's an interesting man.
Yeah, it's one word for it.
Look, you really should give him a second chance. I mean, I can see why you'd be pissed at him, but he seems to be working stuff out.
Yeah. Like how to roll a joint while driving. The best vodka to get the taste of puke out of your mouth. That sort of thing.
Actually, toward the end, he talks about this love language stuff. You know, like how two people like to express love.
That'll be interesting. The only time he expressed love to me was to give me a broken clay pot or manage to stay conscious during my 4th birthday party. I'm guessing you're more of a tactile kind of girl, yeah?
Well, I like to think of myself as a student of all schools.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I thought I could. I thought I could. I can't. To be the other woman is less than I deserve. And I don't hate myself. I don't.
Dear God, please stop Mummy and Daddy from fighting, and please help them to not be angry with me when I play, and please help them not to be mad anymore, and please help Sam not to be scared when they yell. Amen.
What's up with you?
You unbelievable bastard.
Well, is now not a good time for this?
Your son is in his room right now, blaming himself for you hating your family.
I don't.
Don't! Don't even try to deny it, David. You've been treating this like some kind of cancer in your life for months now. Like you'd be better off if we were just gone.
You're completely over-exaggerating.
David, I know about the girl.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a shockingly bad liar.
Janine, nothing happened.
More lies.
She wouldn't have me. I'm so ridiculously pathetic, I can't even have an affair! I'm so drained of life.
Do you think we're doing this to you? David, you think your life is so pathetic? Well, take a look in the mirror. Because it's not your father's fault, and it's not your son's fault, and it's not mine. The only person responsible
Nah. You speak to her. I'll be your wingman. I'll stand by the tree, alright?
Hi.
Hi. I'm David.
Wow, you know your own name and can walk backwards. I'm impressed.
Don't be like that. I'm a good guy. Hey, it's my birthday.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Well, I aim to please.
You wouldn't call that little jolt a complete failure.
Well, I got you to laugh.
Smile, not laugh. I know it's been difficult for you while I've been ill.
It's okay. I love you.
The Lord Jesus has given me his peace. And I've made peace with your Father. Will you tell him?
Hey. Hey. What do you want?
It's your birthday.
And?
I just wanted to give you this. It was my mother's. My father gave it to her, and it seems like hard times, but it was her most treasured possession. And then it was mine, and now it's yours.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, Mum wanted to tell you that she'd made peace with God and you.
Tell your mother I asked about it.
You didn't hear?
darling.
And now I have come to the end of myself. I've never cried out before, but I'm needing some help. I need a season of change to blow through these corridors of pain. I can't erase, but I long to learn to live again. There must be something more. There must be something more. I need grace, grace to restore.
Sometimes I wonder what it's all about. Sometimes I just want to let it out. Sometimes I think I may, I think I might.
Couldn't have been easy for her, raising David alone. It's not a good life, is it? You're a beautiful, sensitive, loving woman, and you married a good man. You're his queen.
Well, you tell him that because he treats us like we're some kind of burden. Queen. No one thinks like that anymore.
Romance isn't dead quite yet.
You're nothing like what David says about you.
This is who I really am. I just got lost somewhere along the way.
So, how was the party last night?
Well, I only had one bottle instead of two.
One bottle, well that's better than two. Well done.
Couldn't help but think about my son. He's getting married soon, you know?
That's great.
I only know because his fiancée sent me a letter.
Oh, at least someone's on your side.
I don't know how to tell him that I'm sorry. That I love him.
Well, we all express love differently. How do you express your emotions? How do you express love?
Remind him of who you are. Don't let bitterness steal what you have.
I just want things to go back to the way they were when I was sure he loved me. It is just so hard.
Sometimes it's only as hard as we make it.
Senior? Do you mind? Could you please try this?
No. She was a woman of rare passion.
Yes, she was. What are you doing here?
I come here every day. I wasn't there for her in life. I guess it's the least I can do.
Penance?
Love.
Why does it hurt so much?
Because we're human. The best things in life don't come easily. You have so much going for you. I know it's hard for you to see, but it's there if you just look. I missed out on so much. Of you, your mother, my grandson. Don't waste your life like I did mine.
Oh, look! Now we have our Christmas tree.
Now we have a twig.
We could start a family tradition.
We could start a fire.
Boom!
So, do you want to know what you're getting for Christmas this year? Janine, I don't know if this is going to make any difference now, but I'm sorry. You were right. I'm sorry. I guess my father was right too. The only person who was wrong about the man I am is me. Do you want me to leave?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I want this for me or for my son.
What's that smell? Jump!
Get me! Get me!
I'm so sorry, Janine. I don't want to lose you.
Janine, we teach people how we want to be treated.
I don't want to lose you.
You won't.
And now you have come to a place where you have accepted the reality of your father's behaviour. I want to help you take responsibility for the quality of your own life, so your past doesn't dictate and sabotage present relationships, David. You have overcome some big hurdles in the last 6 months.
What lovers knew till love was new? What joy to view the sight of you? What patience brought till patience sought? What joy to view the sight of you? What hope we hold till time is told? What joy to view the sight of you? I love you, Janine.
I'm stuck! Help! David! I'm stuck!
Hang on.
Hang on. Remember how much you like that jumper on you. It's too small.
You're so beautiful. And funny.
We've got a lovely family, don't we?